have some gears made, but I don't feel like it's good enough.
Like, you gotta hustle on this, Trinity, because the thing is that there's all these new girls coming in, and like, not to be rude, but you're not main event. I'm not saying that you're not a top guy, but the competition is fierce. When Vince sees this, and like when you actually show him the presentation, it has to be good.
That is a clip from last night's episode of E's Total Divas, and it looks like things are definitely heating up, to say the least.
And we are very excited because Total Divas and WWE star Natalya is here. Welcome.
So good to have you.
Thank you.
I just want to say your earrings are fabulous.
Through the roof. And you were saying that you didn't remember you said that. I love watching people watch themselves, and your reaction to what you said was great. Like, you are not main event material, like just laying it down.
That was like the story of my life. I'm like, did I actually say that? And I'm like, Natty, yes, you did.
Yeah, you did say it. So look, let's talk about this season. Focus around the draft, a lot of focus on that. You're with SmackDown. Looking back, how is it sort of seeing all this drama play out?
Gosh, it's like, it's every day at work is different. It's fun and it's exciting. That's the great thing about being in the WWE is that no day is ever the same, but there is always a little bit of drama.
Yeah, right.
And especially in our women's locker room. It really keeps you on your toes. You know, when we had the draft in the WWE, it was going from all of us being on one show to all of us being separated. So you'd have the Raw brand and then the SmackDown brand. And so you kind of feel like, oh no, like, am I gonna be separated from my friends? And you know, everybody wants to be with their friends. And also the girls that you are with are the girls that you're gonna be competing with in the ring.
Right.
So that's where the fur really flies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no doubt. For good reason.
Yeah, we saw in the last episode you got very emotional. We're concerned about training with Nikki Bella because of her neck injury. How did you eventually overcome that?
Well, Nikki and I are very close friends. We started in WWE the same month, Nikki and Brie and myself. So I'm really, really close to them. And as competitive as we are in the WWE, I care about the girls that I work with. And I know that, you know, injuries are tough for anyone. And so I cared so much about her as a friend that I was like, I don't want to get in the ring and like hurt you again and then have John Cena be mad at me.
Right. Well, she was just here talking about that, and that was kind of an unexpected response that she ended up getting. Like, okay, look, she worked hard to get back, and then people were worried not to hurt her and all that. It's understandable, though, that you would have that concern, but look, and then, boom, turn around, John Cena pops a question, this big, huge engagement that everyone's talking about. I know that, like you said, you're close to Nikki, you only live like 10 minutes from her.
Right.
It must have been great for you to see all this play out. What was it?
Well, and John Cena's like, he's like kind of a teddy bear, so he could never really be mad at me, but like, it was so cool. I mean, that was the biggest WrestleMania moment, I feel, for me, because I've known both of them for so long, and we always see John Cena on TV as kind of this larger-than-life character, and just to see him that day at WrestleMania, he was like, you really just saw this human side to him where he was, you know, he's just like all of us.
Yeah.
He was so, I could feel this nervous energy from him all day because he just looked like something was on his mind.
Yeah, well,
of course, now we know.
Yeah.
This incredible WrestleMania moment was, you know, obviously John popping the question, which everybody wanted to see for so long. And by the way, Nikki is still on cloud nine.
Yeah.
I get text messages from her hourly about it.
Oh, that's great.
Well, when she was here, she said she doesn't think that she's going to be a bridezilla. Now, do you think she's going to be?
There is a bridezilla. There is a bridezilla in every single one of us, including myself. And I think Brie can attest to that Nicole is going to definitely, you got to embrace that inner bridezilla. She might have a little inner.
So, all right. Well, and I think you're right. Embrace it and enjoy it, because guess what? It is her day. And so she deserves it.
Exactly. And you get that once in a life.
So speaking of marriage, you've been married to Tyson Kidd since 2013. How do you keep your marriage hot and on fire?
Well, I have a little rule. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm still right.
Love that.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the important thing is Tyson has to know that rule, and if he does, then good stuff.
We really just try to find the balance, and I think that's the fun thing about working in WWE is that it is hectic and crazy and exciting, but at the same time, we're still a family. And, you know, families have their ups and downs and everything in between, but you find the balance, and, you know, both of us, you know, we just, we try to be there for each other, and TJ always lets me be right. So
good man, good man.
So Nikki told us that she's okay with not having kids. Maybe they will down the line. Not sure. What about you, though? Are you, any kids in the future?
I go back and forth on it every day. I will be on an airplane and I'll hear baby screaming. I'm like, I can't do this. And then I see these pictures of Brie Bella on Instagram, and I'm like, Brie, you make me want to be a mom.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen Brie look so happy. She's just glowing.
I think she's having that effect on everyone. Apparently.
And like, I'm like,
Nikki said
maybe
the
I
same
do want to be a mom.
Yeah.
And so I have to talk to TJ about this.
Well, and like you said, if you decide, look, Mama's always right. So,
Oh, Mama's
so
always
you get
right.
what you want. So there you go. Any advice for John and Nikki? Maybe something that you wish you had known before getting married?
I think both of them, you know, they're just so driven and they're so, they're such goal-driven people that I would say always to make sure to find time for each other.
Right.
And you know, John's schedule, I mean, he's not just in the WWE, but he's branching out and doing other things, and really, you know, that's exciting to see. We saw him on Saturday Night Live, and then you see him on SmackDown Live, and I think they just need to make sure they find time for each other because Nikki's just as driven.
Right.
You know, she wants to go for that championship at SmackDown,
Right.
but you got to make sure you get those date nights in, stuff like that. It's important.
Good advice.
Yeah, we were mentioning before about Nikki Bella's neck injury. Now, your husband also suffered one. So what's the update with that? How is he doing?
Every day we're just focused on recovery and just staying positive because, you know, in life you have ups and downs, and it's important to always find the silver lining and to appreciate everything that you do have and to stay positive. And, you know, he's always just focusing on his recovery. So we always just, I think in life, I try to go by the motto of taking everything one day at a time.
All right.
Do you know how soon he'll wrestle again? Have you guys talked about that at all?
We're just taking it slow, and really it's up to TJ about what he wants to do. You know, it's whatever is going to make him happy. And I'm supporting him in whatever he wants to do.
Hey YouTube! Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And for more people now, click on the subscribe button down here.
And check out more great video right now by clicking on one of these links.